starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, we've got Colin Sexton. Smith out there with Buzelis. Then there's Isaac Okoro. And it's Giddey in at the point guard position. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skilled play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Now here's Giddey. Here's Smith. Uses the glass on the layup.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Halliburton with the ball. Giddey defends. Takes a step back. Nembhard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
Here's Okoro. Pass to Smith. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Smith's got his second basket on the night. Halliburton, the pass to Zubats. Out left to the wing. The 3 is up. Halliburton misses. Chicago with the ball. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
And maybe if they were at home, their fans could have given them the boost they needed to get over the top.
Now here's Nembhard. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Giddey with it, defended by Halliburton. Back to Sexton. Pass to Buzelis. It's Giddey on the wing, defended by Halliburton. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer, Buzelis. It's rebounded by Zubats. Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Indiana's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Siakam outside. Over Buzelis. And Indiana again with the bucket.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Buzelis. To the middle. Here's Giddey. Yep, that one's good. Giddey's got his second bucket.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. He talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. BA, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And here's Indiana now. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Nesmith. Smith with the rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Takes the 3. Smith with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
From Josh Giddey.
Here's Halliburton. In the game against Miami, very impressive. Pass to Zubats. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. For Chicago, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. Now here's Sexton. Outside Giddey. Chicago passing it around. The 3 from Okoro. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. And slammed it home, and the foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Nembhard.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls.
And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Greg.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Now here's Siakam. He was another key contributor in that win against Miami. Hits a three-pointer.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Sexton, to the inside. Smith. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from Halliburton.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Okoro. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Giddey. And the shot goes. Giddey's got 8 points.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Pass to Zubats. And here's Halliburton. There's Neesmith with the 3. Another 3 for Indiana. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Now here's Smith. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Sexton passes to Giddey. And he drives in, lays it up, and banks it in. 10 points for him.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Yabusele, he's checked in for Chicago. Ivy comes in for Okoro. And with the regular season coming to an end, here are the new power rankings. You look at the Mavericks, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
When I look at Chicago, they haven't been able to climb much higher in the rankings, and it might be too late to make any kind of big push. They may already be making plans for off-season moves they want to make.
Here's Furphy. Ivy defends. Here's Shepard. Clock at 6. Back to McConnell, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Anthony Simons.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Giddey passes to Sexton. Ivy outside. Blocked!
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Giddey. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Furphy. Ivy defends. Here's McConnell. There's the triple. They get it back. Here's Yabusele. Indiana with a rebound. Last time they met was in Indianapolis.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy, keeping it the same, making them change things.
Here's Ivy. After the basket by Indiana. Lets it go from deep. Huff pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Furphy, no good. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Ivy from outside the arc. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Indiana's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Now here's Toppin. He's covered by Yabusele. Here's Furphy. Toppin, a screen on Ivy. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Sexton. Pass to Ivy. The 3. Drills it from deep. And the Bulls lead by 3.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. But these teams, they are built to score.
And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for the Bulls. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
On the floor for Indiana, we've got Pascal Siakam. TJ McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then it's Obi Toppin, and it's Furphy in at the small forward position. Inside. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really their whole team, but Shai, he's just special to watch.
Siakam hits them both.
Yeah, the superpower for Siakam is his versatility. He plugs a lot of holes on both ends.
Pass to Collins, over Siakam. Collins, no good. Indiana's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Siakam using his length inside. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Simons outside. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Here's Shepard. Siakam, left side. To the wing, right side. Toppin outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's Shepard for 3. And Ivy pulls it down. Chicago leading. Outside Jones. The 3. Furphy grabs a miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam cashes in the triple.
A guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Brian, back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. McConnell looking around. Pass to Toppin. Down low. Here's Siakam. Pascal Siakam throwing it down.
Yeah, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Chicago. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Yabusele. Okoro comes in for Simons. And Giddey subbed in for Jones. Then for Indiana, Walker, he's checked in for Furphy. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Shepard.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
Here's Halliburton. Toppin right side. Halliburton right side. Up top, Toppin. He's scoreless.
what a dunk from Halliburton. The defense has to push him further out.
Collins with a screen on Halliburton. And here's Ivy from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
To the paint. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Yeah, great play. Halliburton ferocious with the ball in his hands, using that long frame to his advantage.
Back to Giddey. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Toppin goes in. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. And now a 5-point Pacer lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Siakam pulls down the board.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Pass to Halliburton, fires the three, and it's Giddey with a rebound.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
The Bulls with another miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, we're in the closing weeks of the regular season. There's no rest for teams competing for positioning.
Yeah, this is the time where if you have a couple of nights of bad effort, you might drop 2 or 3 positions. It's not the playoffs yet, but it's critical this part of the season.
Chicago making some changes. Smith comes in for Collins, and Sexton subbed in for Ivy. Then for Indiana, Zubac. He's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Neesmith comes in for Walker, and Andrew Nembhard subbed in for McConnell. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Pass to Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zubac has got 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Sexton with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Here's Okoro. Indiana with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside for Halliburton. On the wing, Nembhard. Checked by Sexton. Here's Zubac. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Bulls trail by 12. Giddey with it. Halliburton with a steal. Pass to Toppin, and the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. And looking at the stats since the All-Star break, here are the teams who have done a remarkable job rebounding the ball. In third, the Pacers. Chicago, 4th.
Yeah, since the break, these teams have been awesome on the boards, doing a great job boxing out.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Giddey against Halliburton. Toppin outside. Halliburton outside. Down low. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo! What a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Sexton. Driving in. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. A nice shot by Smith.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Halliburton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Sexton. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Neesmith. Pacers leading by 12. Here's Nembhard. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6 assists here tonight. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Giddey. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Nembhard for 3. Knocks down the triple. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Chicago Bulls.
They say live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of this.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month award recipients. In the Western Conference, Victor Wembanyama.
Everything's coming together for him. Obviously, the points are there. But even when Wemby isn't scoring, his defense completely changes games.
Shaq, he's living proof that aliens are among us.
I thought I was the only one that thought that.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Smith out there with Buzelis. Then there's Colin Sexton, then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Okoro in at the 3. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Steps back. Here's Halliburton. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Team foul. At the line for the Pacers.
And Tyrese Halliburton is one of the best offensive players in the game. He shoots it at a high clip. He racks up a ton of assists and doesn't turn it over much as well.
Giddey passes to Smith. Zubac with the steal. Nembhard for three. Sexton grabs the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Zubac with a screen on Giddey. Three-pointer, Halliburton. That one won't go. Shooting 7 for 11 now. The Bulls trail by 16. Okoro passes to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Giddey scanning the floor. To the middle. Smith passes to Giddey. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Releases. Is rebounded by Okoro. The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Okoro on the wing. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Zubac. Shot clock at 6. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Giddey. Buzelis has got 8 points.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Giddey passes to Sexton. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists in the game.
And they've come out of halftime really on a roll.
And one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
When you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. Ivica Zubac is second.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
And he makes a first. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Brian, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Zubac's shot is off. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers.
Pacers ball.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Nembhard. Outside Neesmith. Launches a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now. Smith left side. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Siakam. Chicago passing it around. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Smith. From deep, Giddey. The rebound by Neesmith. Pacers leading by 10. Halliburton outside. And here's Siakam. On the mark with the 15-footer. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Sexton. Okoro on the wing. From downtown. Knocks it down from distance. Okoro's got 6.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And you look at Colin Sexton, puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Chicago. Simons against Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
Assisted by
Halliburton's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Bulls trail by 11. Simons with it. Siakam covering. Here's Buzelis. On the wing, Sexton. Fires for 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
Sexton against Nembhard. Here's Buzelis. He's got 10. Okoro outside. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Okoro. Okoro's got 5 assists tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Siakam left side. Buzelis grabs the board. Bulls trail by 7. Inside, here's Sexton, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Halliburton finds Zubac. Halliburton, a screen on Sexton. Siakam outside. And the 3-pointer goes. Siakam's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Some changes for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Zubac. Shepard comes in for Neesmith. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes remaining.
Okoro outside. On the wing, Sexton. Now here's Simons. And it's all from 3-point range. Siakam, right side. And here's Shepard for 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Sexton. 11 points in the game. Here's Buzelis. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by Chicago.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Shepard. And yep, it's good.
Almost unchallenged by the D. All he's got to do is convert an easy finish in the lane.
Here's Buzelis. Takes a three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
High post Siakam. He's against Smith. There's the block. McConnell against Simons. Shoots over McConnell. Okoro outside. Sexton against Halliburton. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Simons outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Halliburton outside. From the high post. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for the Indiana Pacers. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bulls trail by 9. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. We've got Toppin. Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Furphy in at the small forward. Now Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Simons with a rebound. And for Chicago, they're shooting the rock at 58%. In transition, here come the Pacers. And here they go. Busting through inside, Siakam. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Here's Ivy. There's the drive from Pete Giddy. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside, Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Giddy passes to Ivy. Back to Giddy from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Pacers leading by 11. Pass to Shepard. Over to the wing. Yabusele against Toppin. Siakam outside. McConnell from outside. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
3.
Siakam's got 6 assists here tonight.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Ivy a screen on McConnell. Giddy finds Simons. Will it go? Not enough on that one as it misses. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Toppin outside. Pass to Shepard. Inside. Here's Siakam. Chicago with a rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And it's Simons missing. Indiana leading by 14. McConnell passes to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Simons sinks that one from the post.
With the ball on a string, Simons has great short area quickness.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Yabusele. Okoro is checked in for Ivy. And it's Colin Sexton in for Simons. Then for Indiana, Zubats, he's checked in for Toppin. Walker comes in for Furphy. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Shepard. Drops in the 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
On the wing, Sexton. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Zubats. McConnell with it, and it's Giddey picking him up down low. Here's Siakam. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, Giddey keeping it simple there, taking what the defense gives him.
Halliburton on the wing. Checked by Sexton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. McConnell, good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Smith outside. 3-pointer. Pacers with a rebound.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Siakam outside. Outside for McConnell. Outside Walker. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Okoro. Back to Giddey. And here's Okoro. Boom! He jams it straight down.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. The kick out to Walker. Now Siakam. Now here's Halliburton. Fires from deep. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Halliburton's got 26.
Yeah, great job kicking it out to the perimeter. You won't see Siakam make mistakes with the ball.
Okoro on the wing. Walker covering. Sexton looking around. Back to Okoro from behind the arc. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together, and we'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. Giddey against Morris. Back to Giddey. Pass to Okoro.
2 minutes
Puts it up.
in the game. 2 minutes.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Pacers leading by 23. Here's Furphy, guarded by Okoro. That one falls. Murphy's got his first 2 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Smith outside to stop the run. The Pacers pull it in. 1:36 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Furphy. Now Toppin. Right wing. It's stolen away.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pacers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they're going to win this one, making this their 47th victory so far.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Pascal Siakam.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Toppin goes in, and a slam dunk by Toppin.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. .32 seconds left in the game. Chicago passing it around. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Pass to Furphy. Here's Huff. And the layup is good off the glass.
The assist.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.